This Made Media Magazine. This video right here is about Toronto rapper Drake. Now, shout out to one of my subscribers. He been in my DM asking me to, report on this. If anybody got any special requests of what y'all want me to report on, long as it's some legit news, get at me on IG at Big D924. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to speak on this Drake situation, man. Drake, claims he got a replica, well, not even a replica, he got an official Death Row Records chain made. And, I'm here to say, man, he capping. I feel like he's trolling, Kendrick Lamar and, basically trolling the whole West Coast when he doing this. I kind of take it as disrespect because, you could never compare to Tupac. I don't care how many number ones you buy, how many hit records you come out with. Your music ain't got the depth Tupac got, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, Suge Knight even spoke out about it. I'm gonna have that at the end of this video. He said it's a fake. I'm saying it's a fake. I looked at the chain, it looked cheesy as hell. It don't even look like the same cut that they used to get. And then on the back of the chain, as you can see, it say all eyes on you, But yeah, man, Drake, he doing everything he can to try to climb back, on top or get people, to keep mentioning him and, get some clout. And at the same time, throwing jabs at Kendrick Lamar, he fighting a losing battle that he already lost, by a landslide. And if I was Drake, I just take that L, man. You gave out an L before when you went at Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? You did tear him up, and kind of, you did Meek Mill how Kendrick Lamar did you. Only difference is Kendrick Lamar did it with one song. You and Meek Mill was going back and forth. But yeah, man, I'm here to say, man, this Death Row Records chain that he got is fake. If you really want to be down with Death Row so bad, won't you go sign to Snoop Dogg? I like Drake music, a little bit of it, but I'm really not a Drake fan like that. I'm not hating on Drake, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking the facts, man. You could never be Tupac. You could never mimic Tupac. You could get all the Death Row chains you want. You would never be, you wouldn't even, I don't even think you would have survived being on Death Row back in the day, man. They would have probably took your chain, your jewelry, gave you a wedgie and everything else up in there, man. But yeah, man, that's the latest. Listen to what Suge Knight had to say on the situation. Y'all don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share and subscribe. RIP to the GOAT, Tupac, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trenches News. Make sure you get the hottest book out right now, How I Survived Chicago Drill. Directly from Swiper on IG or Nene Marie 37. If you get it directly from them, you get an autographed copy. Or else get on Amazon.com or AmazonBooks.com. But make sure you get the hottest book out right now, Trenches News, How I Survived Chicago Drill. Shout out to the Mod Squad. I'm out.
When it's all said and done, that's not a Tupac chain. That's not a Death Row chain. But back to Drake. Whoever sold you that chain, Drake, you need to go beat his motherfucking ass.
If you want to support me, make sure you go ahead, Nene Marie 37 in her inbox if you want a signed copy of my book, man.